Lionel Messi is celebrated by many as the greatest football player of all time, but his journey almost ended before he ever got a chance. Long before he won the World Cup or Golden Ball after Golden Ball, Messi faced a huge roadblock that nearly destroyed his career. When he was just 10 years old, growing up in Rosario, Argentina, doctors delivered a devastating diagnosis. Messi was suffering from a growth hormone deficiency. Without expensive daily medical treatments, his body would completely stop growing, and his dreams of playing professional football would be shattered. At the time, Messi was already showing signs of absolute genius while playing for the youth side of his local club, Newell's Old Boys. He scored an unbelievable 500 goals for them, but his life-saving medical treatment cost $900 every single month. This was an absolute fortune that his working-class family simply could not afford. Having nowhere else to turn to save his career, his father Jorge reached out to River Plate, one of Argentina's biggest football clubs. The scouts there were completely blown away by Messi's trial and desperately wanted to sign him. However, the moment the club's board saw the massive monthly medical bills, they backed out and refused to pay. Messi's dream was effectively dead, and time was running out. Then, in September 2000, a miracle happened when Charlie Rexach, the first team director for FC Barcelona, heard about this magical kid named Lionel Messi. Barcelona agreed to fly Messi and his father out to Spain for a trial so they could see him in person. When the other club officials first laid eyes on 13-year-old Messi, they actually laughed because he looked so small and fragile. They assumed he would get absolutely crushed by the physical nature of European football. But the exact second the ball touched Messi's feet, the entire stadium went dead silent. Rexach watched Messi play for just 10 minutes and knew instantly that this kid was a once-in-a-generation genius. But the story took a dangerous turn because Barcelona's board of directors kept stalling to make a final decision. They were terrified of spending so much money on a young child from overseas, so they dragged their feet for months. Stranded in a Barcelona hotel room, Messi and his father grew completely fed up with the delay. Finally, on December 14, 2000, Jorge Messi gave the club a strict final warning to sign the papers immediately, or they would fly back to Argentina that very night. Rexach panicked because he knew if Messi left Spain, fierce rivals like Real Madrid would step in and steal him. They were sitting at a tennis club restaurant, and since there was no time to fetch official paperwork, Rexach reached over and grabbed a cheap paper napkin off the table to write a binding contract right then and there. That single piece of napkin paper stated that Barcelona would sign Lionel Messi immediately and cover 100% of his medical expenses. It saved Messi's life, cured his deficiency, and altered the course of sports history forever. Messi went on to become the undisputed king of football, bringing Barcelona dozens of trophies and global crushing the competition for 20 straight years. That legendary napkin was locked inside a high-security vault for years, but in May 2024, it was officially sold at an auction in London for a staggering $965,000. If it weren't for that frantic moment at a restaurant table, the world might have never witnessed the magic of Lionel Messi. If you believe Messi is the hands-down one and only GOAT of football, drop a comment saying Messi GOAT right now. And don't forget to click that subscribe button for more crazy daily football deep dives.